Hi everyone, my name's Peter. Welcome. Hope you're doing all right. Let me pull out my handy invisible notepad here to see what we have on the menu. We've got a video sponsored by Squarespace. Also, today is National Caramel Chocolate Day, and also graciously National Stretch Marks Day. Good. Looks like we've got a little bit of mail to look at here. Has a cool wax seal on the back. Today we're going to be doing some drawing with pencils, by the way, because you hear that? They're calling for it. They're saying, draw with me. A pretty long letter here. Looks like they've done some research onto why the Rotring pens clog so badly, like this type of pen right here. Rotring isograph ink is made of carbon particles, like India ink. Yeah, it's a type of India ink. I think I knew that. When the solvent in a carbon-based ink dries, the particles bind strongly together to form solid masses. Glues like shellac are often added to further fuse the particles to the page to prevent smudging. All this leads to the formation of the strong insoluble masses inside the pens you've observed. And they said that they've had some success with using fountain pen inks in their pens. Maybe I'll give it a try sometime. Wow, and it does look like there's some legitimate scientific experiments being done here. I think these are some of the pieces of paper that correspond to this diagram here. I'll admit I haven't completely absorbed it because I haven't fully read it yet, but I will. I think this is about whether or not the ink is water soluble. Here's another one from Sweden, maybe. It looks like it also at one point had a wax seal on the back. It's a postcard. It says, "Greetings from Sweden. I'm enjoying your work, I think. Thank you, Peter Draws. Haiku Guy, January 2023. Thank you. Appreciate that. And here's one that says from the Werner family. It's got some cool textured stamps. They do have cool textures. It says, "Thanks, Peter, for sharing your life with all of us. You bring joy to so many, including my family. We just wanted to say thanks. And don't stop. We made a couple of postcards for you. We enjoy your art so much. We tried it ourselves. We also included a coffee gift card and a small token of appreciation. We hope that you might draw us a picture on the back, on the blank postcard, and send back to us. Thanks again." Oh, there's some art here too. Also, the paper is very nicely textured. Oh my goodness. Guys, someone sent me money. Yeah, $20. Plus a $5 coffee gift card. Extremely kind and generous. That's going into my wallet. So is that? Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I don't think anyone's ever sent me money like that before. Whoa. Look at these. These are the postcards they made. Vibrant, bold, amazing. Oh, and this one is blank, except for the other side already has their return addressed on it. It says, "Hi, Peter, maybe you can do us a drawing." We put a stamp already on this postcard, so you can just drop it in a mailbox. Wow, and they put a forever stamp on this one too, so it will certainly get there. You will get something back from me. Thank you. These are beautiful. Thank you for the the money, the kind letter, and the art you made. Thank you. All right. Okay. Drawing time. All right, a little sponsored doodle here to warm up. Make sure you go ahead and get your own website started with Squarespace. One of the cool features they have is e-commerce. That is, you can set up your own store, sell stuff you have. It can be physical, digital, or you can sell online or in person. And by that I mean, even if you're just selling to people around you, it can help you keep track of your inventory. And I know when I say inventory, it makes it sound like you're some big crazy business. But like me, I'm going to maybe try selling some little pieces of pottery that'll help me keep track of which ones are sold, which ones haven't, everyone's shipping address, and it automatically sends out notifications when I've when I've shipped things. So it's all very simple, straightforward, and convenient. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/PeterDraws for 10% off your first website or domain. All right, I've got some coffee here. And speaking of coffee, I want to talk to you about an interpersonal interaction that I've been overthinking. So let me try to talk you through it. Hopefully, the words come out similar to how they are in my head. Near where I go to school, I usually just go to one building where all my classes are. Across the parking lot from this building, there's a museum called the Weatherspoon Museum. And in the lobby of this building, there's a coffee cart. And sometimes I walk over there and I get a cup of coffee when I need one because I'm, hard at work. Sometimes I get up early, been going all day. Sometimes you need a little pick me up. And it's a little coffee cart. It used to be outside in the courtyard. I can only think of the word patio. It used to be out in the courtyard of the building, but during the winter they moved inside. And I think maybe they're just staying there. It's a pretty nice coffee cart, mostly because it's so convenient. There are actual coffee shops further down the road that are still very walkable, but sometimes it's more convenient just to go right there. Anyways, the main problem with this coffee cart is that the coffees are very small, right? But they're priced like regular coffees. At first, the small size of the coffees made sense to me because it's just a coffee cart. They don't have like a full kitchen. They kind of have to ration it out so they don't run out halfway through the day or something. Like I just buy a regular black drip coffee and it's like $3 or $4, and then I feel like I have to tip. And they spin the little pad around. I don't know what, I feel like I end up paying like $5 for a tiny cup of coffee, and it feels weird, but I keep doing it because it's convenient, I guess. When they're inside, after they move their coffee cart inside, however, I've noticed that they're right around the corner in this room from an actual kitchen, though. So they keep on going in there and refilling their coffee. Like there's not a good excuse. There's not a good excuse to be serving such tiny coffees anymore. Anyways, that's not really what I want to be talking about. So sometimes I go in there, I get the coffee, and the people working at this coffee cart they're very good conversationalists. Like they're always happy to just be chatting about whatever. I think maybe the problem is they get really bored because it's not always a ton of business. Maybe it depends on the time of day, but a lot of time I go in there, they're just kind of standing there. And so they're happy to start talking about whatever. And then I pay for the coffee and I walk away. Now, there's 3 or 4 baristas that work there. Like I said, they're all very good at chatting. Sometimes you buy coffee and it's just business, like, hey, what do you want? How are you doing? Here's your coffee. Yeah, but they get chatting very easily. And sometimes I wonder what would happen if, after I bought the coffee, if I didn't immediately walk away. Sometimes I almost kind of feel like I've seen these people so many times, we've chatted so many times, and it didn't just feel like small talk, like, yep, how's the weather? How are you? Crazy day or whatever. We're actually having little kind of nuggets of conversation. Feels like a little nugget of friendship, right? And I wonder what would happen if I stayed there after I paid, kept chatting, assuming there was no one else in line, no one else kind of queued up to get their nugget of friendship. Would that take our relationship to the next level? Would we actually become a type of friend? And then I wondered about another thing. Would the fact that every time I show up to be, these interactions we have, this form of this budding friendship, would it be held back by the fact that every time we interact, I'm paying them money, right? Plus, I'm tipping them. That's the, like, I don't want to not tip. I like tipping, but I feel like sometimes, you know, you have like a friend at a bar and they're like trying to give you, you know, they might give you like a drink for free or something. But I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to be the guy that assumes, oh, this is my friend, I don't have to tip him. But also in his head, maybe for me, I'd be like, oh yeah, this guy's my friend. I want to tip him. I want to stay and chat for a while. But in his mind, well, the fact that every time I show up, will it be in the back of his head that he's, you know, this guy is paying me? It's transactional, right? Will it be affected by that? Will it be held back? I mean, maybe everything is inherently transactional a little bit, but I feel like maybe the only way to escape this weird, almost one-sided relationship is to start hanging out outside of the confines of the coffee cart, and I'm just not really sure I want to commit to that, right? I kind of want something impossible. I want to chat with the person just casually, my little nugget of friendship, and it seems like it would be nice to keep chatting a little bit afterwards, but also seems weird in that weird little in-between zone between, you know, being just a customer and being an actual friend. So I just always end up continuing to be a customer. I don't know if that made any sense to anyone else, but thanks for watching. I think this video is pretty cool. You know, just drawing with pencils again. The nice thing about pencils is you can, you know, I usually start with the light ones, work my way up to some darker ones, keep adding value. And you know, that value is what they call just darker areas, I think. And then, you know, if there's some lighter areas that you don't like, you can always turn them into darker areas, which is something I did a little bit towards the end when it kind of, to me, it was kind of looking like a weird character sitting there with the arm kind of in front of him. But I didn't really like the arm, so I changed it at the end. It looked kind of odd. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this one, but I had a good time drawing it. Pencil drawing is just very satisfying, and it's just very satisfying on its own. All right, just scribbling away, slowly building up. Okay, bye. Hope you're all having a good day. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.